What is up, family? It's your boy D coming right back at you with another one. Right now, we're back in the lab and an unboxing is on the menu. Alright guys, as you can see, I do have the Sennheiser RS 120s here for us to unbox today. If you guys are wondering exactly what these are wireless headsets. However, the technology behind these are not your typical wireless functionality or wireless technology. Most people are accustomed to a wireless technology of today as being mostly Bluetooth and different variations of that Bluetooth, or you may also have a wireless configuration, whereas you would have a dongle of some sort that connects to a headset. A lot of gaming headsets are like that, and in retrospect, this set right here is pretty much like the dongle set, or in relation to the dongle set. So what we have here is the Sennheiser brand. In case you guys have never heard of Sennheiser, they are known for putting out some pretty good stuff. A lot of people compare them to Bose. Me myself, this is my first time having a Sennheiser product, so I don't know what's their compatibility to Bose, who's the best, what have you. I have not had enough Bose to be able to make that comparison, but I can say that in relation to what I have had in the past, these are some pretty good headsets. Let's jump right off into some of the specs of them. If you guys want to know what all this stuff is, here's a good close-up of it right here. I'm not going to bore you guys by going through all of this. You pretty much can go and look this stuff up for yourself, or you can just pause the video and go through it. I will, however, point out some of the most important things that I would see most audio guys looking for when they do make a purchase like this or try to make a decision. Just know that these are battery operated. They come with 2 AAA batteries. These batteries are rechargeable. The sensitivity of them right here is 106 dB. That's pretty good. And the frequency response is 22 to approximately 20,000 hertz, 19,500 to be more specific. The modulation, as you can see right here, this is what I want to get off into next, or this is what I was speaking of previous. You see that it says FM stereo. So let's get off into that. What exactly are these headsets designed for? Like I was talking about earlier with the wireless technology that we have available today, most people are used to the dongle setup or the Bluetooth setup. This setup right here is more of a radio frequency setup. So if anybody who's ever had to tune in manually on their car stereo, you're dealing with an FM tuning right there. All of it is done over the radio frequencies that you adjust with some type of control. And as you guys will see during the unboxing, these here also have the control, and this is what the technology is behind these right here. So enough of me yapping. Let's get this thing unboxed and let you guys see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. Okay, so inside of the box, what you would get is this setup, pretty much this setup right here. So what you're looking at right here is you have a, this is a quick tutorial that you can use. This comes inside of the manual, inside of the packaging. Also, you have a multilingual quick guide accompanied with a multilingual safety guide. This is pretty much standard in any unboxing. So let's skip this. And the other items that you would get, of course, would be the RS 120 headsets, the RS 120 headset himself, the RS 120 base, and you would also get this little adapter right here. This is just a standard headset adapter that couples with your RCA connectors that is emitting out of the base. We'll get to that later. and you have a standard charger that comes with it. This charger is rated at, if I can get the camera adjusted here, it is rated at output of 9 volts at 0.34 amps. So that's pretty much what you're working with right there. I don't have the best camera, but I'm going to try to zoom in on this, guys. Just take my word for it if you can't see that. And that's pretty much what it looks like. So how does all this connect, and exactly what is going on with the look of this? All right, so if you was to turn this to the rear, I truly have to get a tripod. My apologies for that, people. If you turn this to the rear, you will see that right there is exactly where, and let me get that focus for you guys. Right here is actually where the DC adapter connects to, and the cords or the audio cable, the RC cables, are simply running out of the rear of this. So let me get this back set up. And then you would have the headsets themselves. The headsets simply have a on and off switch on the left ear cup, and on the right ear cup you have your volume control and your tuning button. Now, for all of us, for all you guys in the audience that is actually old enough to remember, or that is actually versed enough in audio to know about the old Walkman setups that they used to have back in the day. I myself am old enough to remember that. The Walkmans, back in the day, if you had a Walkman, man, you was really somebody. When they first come out, there was a big hit to play the tapes. You know, you had the tapes back in the days. Really cool stuff. Then it came out later on with this. It came out later on with the CD players, and that, I mean, they just up your status even more if you had a Walkman CD player. But anyway, not to prolong, that tuning button that you see on the right ear cup is kind of like in relation to what was on the Walkmans, because of course the majority of the Walkmans was AM and FM stereo, and you had like the little tuning button on there, and your headsets actually for the Walkman that plugged into the Walkman coupled as your antenna. So it was a really cool thing to have a Walkman back in the days, where you can just bump your AM FM, listen to your favorite DJ, and play tapes in it and CDs. It was pretty cool stuff. But of course that technology has been replaced. We have a lot better technology during this digital age. However, what Sennheiser did was they created this product right here for a specific audience, right? This product right here was created more so for the home audio guys, okay? If you guys are wondering exactly what this is for, this is made to connect to your home entertainment systems, or maybe your television may have this set up at the back of it where it has an output. You can connect this to your television, and the base of it would cast the signal into the air, and you can sit quietly on your couch without disturbing anyone and just bump the movie, the music, or the studio material that you have as loud as you want to in the comfort of your own home without disturbing anyone. And I think this is a pretty cool setup. Me and my wife have actually been giving this a test, and it blew her away, man. It blew me away. Even though I have gaming headsets where I rock out my movies all the time, my videos. Of course, I'm a big YouTube fan. So, I mean, just like many people who stream video content, listening to it on a headset is a completely different experience than just hearing it project out of the monitor or your desktop speakers or the TV speakers, which we know all these flat panels have like speakers that suck, right? The audio isn't something that they prioritize when they're creating these big flat screen panels. So a setup like this would be optimal for someone who's trying to get like that immersion feeling, right? You want to hear the footsteps, you want to hear the creaking when the door closes, or you want to hear the chatter in the background. And sometimes it can get very expensive to try to get a home setup going for something like this. But what the Sennheiser this model has done, what they have done with this setup, is allowed, I would say this is budget friendly. They allowed the budget guys to actually be able to experience that movie like quality of watching movies and viewing content and things of that nature. So I give it a plus. I like it. I give it a thumbs up. That's why I'm bringing it to you guys. This is the Budget Basshead channel, and yeah, I am a basshead, but this is something that I think anyone who appreciates sound quality would appreciate. So that's why I'm bringing it to you guys today. Next question will probably be how this thing sounds. I think it sounds great. To be honest with you, it has a good flat response. As you can see, the specs on the back of the box. It has a response rating of 22 hertz to 19,500 hertz. So approximately 20 to 20,000 hertz is what this thing has a frequency response of, and it does it quite well. These are not, in my opinion, bass heavy. So for anyone who wants to feel Godzilla shaking in your head as you're listening to it on here, it didn't do that for me. It has a nice balanced response across the frequency, so they're not bass heavy. They do cast the sounds pretty good. And the thing is that I have to be completely honest. I did not even connect this to a home entertainment receiver. So keep that in mind. I did not have a home entertainment module set up to test this right here. I only test this on my smart TV that had it had a headphone plug in it. So maybe further testing of this would prove differently, So I didn't have anything whereas I could, go in and manipulate the bass and treble. If you have a setup like that at home, you probably can make it bass heavy as you want it to make it, So just keep that in mind that my testing did not go that route with it. I just let it, kind of like fresh out of the box, no tampering with it at all, and just let it do what it do. The sound gets very, very loud. As far as comfortability, or how comfortable they are, I should say, let me fix that. Yeah, so as far as wearability, I think that these are very, very comfortable. They do tilt in this direction, but not so much in this direction like a bunch of gaming headsets you see. They tilt just a slight bit, and I think that it wasn't even designed to do that, to be honest with you. I think it gives just a little bit just by me forcing it, but I don't think that they were really designed to do all that. They are very, very lightweight. I cannot tell you just about how much it weighs. It doesn't have a scale, but I do know that this entire setup is only like 2 point something. Oh, it's right at 3 pounds. So it's not heavy at all. You can see the metal here, for the most part, is where all that weight is coming from. But enough of that. Let me continue with the review of this. These ear cups, in case you guys are wondering, they are detachable. They do come off. And let me pause the video. And if you guys are wondering exactly how they come off, you simply give them a twist. They simply twist up like this way. You grab it and you twist up like that, and they come right off. And as you can see, they have the interlocking pieces right here and right here. And those two pieces actually fit into those two grooves right here, up top and up bottom, where you see my index finger and my thumb. And I actually got something written right there. If I can zoom in right quick, it tells you just to twist it that way to close it. And that's the twisting motion that I was talking about earlier. And the batteries that I currently have inside of these are not the batteries that actually came with the unit. The batteries that actually come with the unit are rechargeable batteries. But I'm just testing these batteries out as well. These batteries I got from Harbor Freight. I actually wanted to see how long they would actually last in an application like this. It's not a too heavy application, but be careful with putting these batteries in here and hanging it on top of this thing right here. And why do I say that? Because this is actually the charging station for these batteries. You understand? So they charge right here with these two metal connections right here. As you place the headset up here, it actually, a button would come, a light will come on right here, and that will indicate that they are actually charging. And as you guys may know, by me having a non-chargeable battery inside of them at the moment, I have not been hanging them up here because I actually want to see how many days I can get out of these little cheap Harbor Freight batteries. I'm actually doing a separate review on these. So as of right now, I don't hang them up there, but just know that that is how you charge your headsets down here. And as you guys can see, that is where the battery compartment is, and that's the driver that you see in the center right here. This little black, the little black piece right there, that little mesh-looking piece. That's your actual driver. And I think the headsets are interchangeable or are interchangeable. And these here does not have any batteries on the inside, so it only takes 2 AAA batteries. All right. And as far as comfort, I got to get back to the comfort piece. And as far as comfort, I think these things are very, very comfort. I've watched multiple movies. I mean, come on, it's the binge era of entertainment, right? I mean, I have watched what, 4 movies back to back with this thing. I'm talking full movies, not just episodes like 40-minute segments of episodes. No, I'm talking full 2-hour, 2.5-hour movies I've watched back to back to back, only taking these things off when I got use the restroom or something like that, or go outside. And in actuality, you don't even have to do that because it has like a 300-foot range. You understand? So you can walk all around your house and still be able to hear these things, to hear what's going on your during commercial or whatever the case may be. You know, you can always have your music or your movies and your sound streaming to you all over the house. So it's pretty cool in that aspect, and they're very, very lightweight. These cushions up here does not bother the top of my head at all. I don't get ear fatigue because of the material that it's made out of. If you guys can see, it promotes breathability. So your ears don't get all hot like with some headsets, how your ears get all hot and sweaty. That's not the case right here. It did not hug my head too hard or anything. So they sound very, very good. They are very, very lightweight. The only thing about it, of course, is the rechargeable batteries on the inside. But granted, they do give you the batteries, so it's going to need charging. As far as how long, how many hours you can get out of the rechargeable batteries, I can try to look that up for you right quick. I do not know because I haven't used them. I've been testing out the Harbor Freight joints, but let me look at the back of the box right quick. So as you guys can see right there, it says right here that you can get approximately 20 hours out of a single charge of the battery. So that's pretty cool, man, to say that you can actually watch like 10 movies before you even actually have to recharge this thing. So a true couch potato would love this, right? Would love it. And that's a little illustration that they have on the back of the box of someone actually outside gardening while they're listening to their music. And some guy kicked up like in his office or whatever. Pretty cool stuff, man. That's kind of like me right there, sitting back watching Breaking Bad. Let's get to the side of the box. On the side of the box, it pretty much just tell you, you know, up to 330 feet that you can rock these things out. They do indicate music and television. Easy recharge. We talked about that already. Oh, wall mounting. I forgot about that. It does have a little section on the back where you can actually wall mount this thing. So that's pretty cool as well. But that's enough for the Sennheiser RS 120s. I think that they are a good product. I really do think that you guys should go out if you can and get these. If you're wondering about price, at this particular point in time, I believe these things are about $100 or so. That's what I picked them up for. So you guys go out, check them out. If you like the video, give a thumbs up. By all means, if you have a pair of these or you got a suggestion for a product review, just leave them in the comment section below. I'll see what I can do about that. And until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. It's your boy D, and I'm out.